Alrighty folks, how's it going? It's Jeff Solo here with another Carboot haul. Two car boots and a few bits. So let's get straight into it because I've done this video already and unfortunately it went on for about 23 minutes and I was waffling absolute shit for most of it. So let's just get straight down into the stuff, shall we? First up, I treated myself. There was a trader there who I've known. I've bought a few bits off in the past, G.I. Joe and stuff like that. And he had a lot of Lego today, but he had this, which is the AST-5, the Armoured Sentinel Transport Vehicle mini rig. So that's pretty awesome. Picked that up. The box is a little bit battered, but you know what you're going to do. It's from 1983, so it's pretty old. And then there's the mini rig inside. So I thought that was pretty cool. Thought I'd treat myself. That was 15 quid. But yeah, I thought, you know, it was pretty awesome. This was covered in pen. You can still see some of the pen there. I've had one go already with the lighter fluid and the sort of cotton buds, and it's really made a difference already. So that's a tip from Toy Polloi, and it's absolute pucker. Lighter fluid should be your best friend. Honestly, it is brilliant stuff for cleaning around here. For cleaning any cards or anything like that, lighter fluid is the way forward. It's fantastic. So, awesome. So that was my first pickup. That was a good start. Well, actually, I got that at the end, to be honest. So it was a good end, but a good start to this video. Right, figures. Picked up some figures. Went to see Chick. Me old pal Chick, and he had a few bits, which I'll show you now. So, we got a couple of these. Now, these are like knockoff figures. So I got this knockoff wrestler. I'm not really sure what his deal is, to be honest. I've never seen this guy out in the wild before. I've seen pictures of him. Is it the Sting? I don't know. I've done wrestling. I'm not your guy for wrestling knowledge, but yeah, so I got him. That's pretty awesome. I also got this guy who I've never seen before. I've never even seen any pictures. So if anyone knows who the hell this guy is, I'll be really, really interested to find out. No maker's marks, no nothing. I think he's sort of vintage. I really don't know, to be honest, but yeah, that's pretty cool. So I got two bootlegs from Chick. I also picked up this, which is a Ghost Rider on a bike. I quite like Ghost Rider, and I thought this was quite cool. And the light piping's awesome, but he's missing his like whip thing. But I thought that was pretty awesome. It would display nicely, so that's all that matters really. Also picked up this big gruesome fucker. Yeah, he's not my cup of tea at all. In fact, even having him in my hands kind of makes me feel queasy. He's horrible. He's Resident Evil, I think. He's just horrendous. Look at that. Ugh. I like all the sort of cheery, sort of, you know, cheery toys. Not really these sort of horror things, but looks like some sort of mental sort of butcher. I don't know. But anyway, I got him in the lot, so that was him. I got Extreme Dino, which is really cool. I really like these. I had a few of these before and I got rid of them, but I might start collecting these. I don't know, but he's pretty awesome. I'll have to see. I'm not going to commit yet, but on the strength of this, possibly. I got a Shredder as well, which is awesome. And he'll go with my Krang and my Rocksteady. So now I just need to get a Bebop and I'm cruising. So yeah, Shredder. He's from 2004, I think. He's quite... Oh no, sorry. 2014. It's much more like it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. The Shredder. I also got this guy. Johnny... Don't know, Johnny something. It's not Johnny Blaze, is it? I think Johnny Blaze is Ghost Rider. Anyway. Johnny something. Yeah, so he's pretty cool. He was part of the lot as well. And the last thing in the lot was this. It's a humongous Voldemort. It's like a room guard. It's got sensors there, so when you walk past it, it makes noises, lights up, his eyes light up, he starts chopping up and down with his wand and saying, "I'd kill you." So yeah, it's pretty cool. That's awesome. So I got that lot for £10. Not bad. I thought it was pretty good. And what else? Oh, and also, when I was there, he had this book which he threw in for free, and it is Fantastic Four poster book. And it's pretty cool. It's got some lovely artwork in it of the Thing, who I love. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually quite like the Fantastic Four, I have to say. But some really nice artwork in there. Lovely pictures of the Thing. They're just coming up now. Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic. The Thing. That's awesome. I'm going to get that framed up. And there's the big poster of the cover, which is cool. And then more pictures of the Thing, which is wicked. Yeah, it's just really nice artwork, to be honest. Really lovely pictures. There you go. So that's that. So I got that for nothing, which was awesome. I went to see another one of my trader sort of colleagues, and I picked up a couple of Thunderbirds figures off him. Scott and Alan Tracy. So that's cool. Just got them. They were $150 each. Yeah, I'm not really. They're not worth that, probably, but I like to buy things from the traders, the guys that sort me out with deals and that, so that was cool. What else did we get? Oh yeah, so that's, best find today. Oh, actually, that was also in the lot. James Bond, Die Another Day car. That was in the £10 lot as well. So that was alright, wasn't it? Yeah, I got some socks. Helly Hansen, which is a decent make. I've got all these socks, £3.50 for the lot, which you just can't buy socks brand new at that price. So, especially, well, you can, but they're shite. These were a decent make. So I got some socks. So no more shoes. Now we're into socks on Jeff Solo's channel. So that's all I got at the first car boot. And then on the way home, I dropped into my local one, which is, it usually starts sort of kicking off about 9 o'clock, that one. People do go in earlier, but there's nobody really there at that time. So I usually drive past that on my way to the big one. And yeah, had a wee look and see what was what in this one on the way back. And I picked up a couple of figures. So I picked up this guy, which is Bane. Doesn't have a date on him, just a maker's mark. DC Comics, but no date, so I don't know what that one's from. But he's really, really cool. Big chunky beast. So that's awesome. And I also picked up a Venom figure, and I've been having a competition with myself to try and find a Venom that Tom from Pizarro's Pieces does not have. And I've sent him probably 5 or 6 pictures of Venoms. He's had them all. But today, today was his lucky day because, well, and mine, just because I've done it. The quest is over. I've found a Venom that he does not have. And he said it is the toxic Venom. So yeah, stoked. So Tom, my man, I'll be sending that to you. It's pretty beastie, eh? So yeah, that was cool. So Tom, you're getting that. And then I found those at a wee, so it was a charity stall. And then I went to two cars down, and it was this old couple who were clearing out their either ill or recently deceased brother-in-law. Yeah, that was pretty hard going. Sorry, I've lowered the tone a bit, but yeah, it hit me right in the feels. That was hardcore. Apparently he has a brain tumour, or had a brain tumour. I don't know. I didn't really want to pry too much, but anyway, it was all his stuff, which they were selling. So I didn't really want to barter. So I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't mean to. Basically, I love music, and I picked up some vinyls from him. I also picked up a toy, which I'll show you at the end. But I'll just show you the vinyl because I got some cool bits. Basically, he said, look, just go through what you want, and they'll probably be between £3 and £4 each. And I was like, cool, we'll do that. So picked up Rolling Stones, Electric Light Orchestra, Scorpions. Love the artwork on these, just magic. ZZ Top, David Bowie, Let's Dance, the Rolling Stones again, Best of, the Rolling Stones Steel Wheels, which is a really trippy album cover, Queen The Works, Queen Hot Space, Queen A Kind of Magic, City to City by Jerry Rafferty, which is a really cool bit of artwork on the front there. Look at that. Smart as. So that's cool. Jerry Rafferty actually played in a pub in my hometown. So there you go, when he first started out. 10cc, The Greatest Hits. And 10cc, the original soundtrack. I'm not a huge fan of 10cc, and I wasn't, but I went to see them a couple of years ago, and they are tight. They were so tight that they've got a couple of good tunes, but I mean, they've lost a couple of the original members. But if you ever get a chance to see them live and the tickets are cheap, you won't be disappointed. They're really, really tight, really, really good, very good live. Anyway, so I picked up all those, and he said, it's like a disaster. I felt so bad. He said to me, they're £3 each to you, and I was like, okay. But by this point, his wife had decided that I was the best thing in the world, so she was loving me. I don't know, I was just being myself, but she was obviously keen on myself. But anyway, she was loving me, and I was like, but I was trying to do. I'm not very good at maths, so when he said I had 13 records and he said £3 each, so immediately I just said £30, thinking that's the right amount of money. I'm such an idiot. And then he was looking at me all confused, and I was looking at him all confused, and his wife just went, oh yeah, you can have it for 30 quid. And he was like, okay, £30. I'm like, okay. Still not quite sure what just happened. But anyway, I got them for 30 quid, which is a great deal, and they'll go straight into my collection, banging. I think I've only got one of those, and I've got a couple for my brother and that, so it's all good. So he had them, and so I bought those, and then I looked across, and he had a lot of dinky corgi cars. So I looked at the dinky corgi cars, and I was like, and he was saying, "Oh, check these out online, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, so yeah, that dinky corgi expensive, depending on sort of condition and whatnot." Yeah. So that was great. So then I picked this up, and I'd never seen this before, and I didn't really know what it was, but I flipped it over, and it was 1967. So I thought, that's pretty cool. I thought it was Space Odyssey Space 1999. It's Joe 90 actually. I've done a bit of research, and it says Joe's car on the bottom, which gave it away. But I looked at it, and it's in spanking condition. It is an absolute spanking condition. The light on it works. I put a battery in it, checked it. It works a peach. And he was like, oh, I know the corgis are worth a lot of money, so I'm not going to. He said, look, they're probably between £8 and £10 for a corgi, for the cars and the dinkies. And I was like, that's cool. I said, I tell you what, I just want that cool looking thing there. And the wife was like, oh yeah, I said, I collect sci-fi stuff, which I do. I'm not lying, I do. And she was like, oh, that's cool. And he says, oh well, I suppose you could have that for £2. £2. I was like, oh shit. I gave him the money, and I was like, so I feel a bit bad. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sell this now, and I'm not going to sell the records. They're for me. I was contemplating selling the records, some of the records, because I have a couple of them, but I'm going to give them to my brother and stuff. Initially, when I first looked at this, I immediately thought, sell it for more plastic. But, you know, now I can't sell it. I can't. I just can't. It'll go in the cabinet. It'll just go in the cabinet. It's a cool wee piece. And another cool thing it does is you press the button, the wings come out. So it's really cool. It's vintage. It's in great condition. So yeah, I'll keep that. But there you go, folks. I didn't mean to barter with them. I don't know what happened. It was just the way it happened. It just felt terrible. But yeah, my stupidity got me money off without even meaning to do it, which happens quite a bit. I mean, I've told you already about the looking into the distance technique. Well, this wasn't a technique this time, but for other times, I'm not actually trying to look into the distance. I'm just thinking about it, and they lower the price. I don't know why it is, but yeah, this seems to happen to me quite a bit. Just my general stupidity and kind of overthinking stuff gets me stuff cheaper. So I wish that worked in everyday life, but no, just the car boot. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support for the channel. I appreciate you guys still sticking around and watching my videos. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't mind a few more subs. I'd like to get up to about 300. If I get up to 300, that'll be me fine. But yeah. So please, if you like the video, like it, comment, or not. Up to you. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys continuing to watch my channel, and it really, I love reading your comments, and I love interacting with you guys. So thanks a lot. Cheers.